Hello and welcome to Lighthouse Tarot, where we embrace the light within ourselves and within others. I am your host, of course, Willow, coming back at you with a new video. So, by popular request, you guys asked and I'm delivering. You guys asked, can you please make a part 2 for the Leo moon? So this is for you guys. I'm super excited to be here. I personally love and adore this placement, so I could talk about it for hours. So here we go, but I'm gonna stick to a few points so it doesn't go that long. So this video applies to you if you have your moon in Leo in Sidereal astrology as well as tropical astrology. You can use them interchangeably, but for me personally, my moon is in Leo in Sidereal astrology. I had someone comment on it, aren't you Virgo moon? I'm like, yeah, I am in tropical. I said Sidereal, but we're gonna just ignore and focus on the positive because today is Lucky Tuesday and life is beautiful, life is lucky, and life is simple. So without further ado, Leo moons, let's go. What's good? Leo moon. Dating a Leo moon. I want to talk about this for a second. So if you want to get a Leo moon, but more importantly to keep a Leo moon, the secret to this is compliments, compliments, compliments. If you want to keep a Leo moon, you got to compliment the fuck out of them. And I'll give you a personal example. One of my first ever boyfriends in Memphis when I moved to Tennessee, he was not perfect. You know, he had his faults. We had our fights. But I do believe where he excelled over the other people I dated was he complimented the fuck out of me, man. This man, whenever I would put on a dress, back when I was femme, whenever I would put on a dress or a skirt or even simply put on some sweatpants, when I walked out the door, this man said, "You are so beautiful. You are incredible. You are a goddess. Oh my God. Wow. I could eat you up." This man did it big and he went all out. And I do believe this is because he was a Leo rising. So Leo he saw himself as a king and me as his queen. Therefore, he gave all that generosity, gave all that compliments, gave all that Leo energy towards me. Another cool thing that happened too, I remember when I was 17, I was running around at a party, just doing my thing, and I believe it was my birthday, and my boyfriend at the time, he surprised me. He showed up at the party in front of everyone with a ginormous teddy bear with a little red heart in between that said, "I love you." And he ran up the hill and he opened the door like, "Happy birthday," and had this giant Willow, this giant teddy bear. And all the girls in the party went, "Oh," and I felt like, wow, the queen of the ball. Like I was a tiny bit embarrassed because I was still young at the time, but inside I was jumping up and down like, oh my God, yes. Yes, it's all about me, thank goodness. So I ended up dating this boyfriend for about 2 years. We did have a very long relationship, and I believe we had that friendship there as well. You know, he was a Libra, I was an Aquarius, but what kept it going was all those compliments that helped me to overlook any fault. And I believe with him also having that Leo rising, the compliments I gave him, the gratitude I gave him, how I held him at a pedestal, how I kind of introduced him like, yes, this is my boyfriend, this is my king at the time, kind of kept us bonded for that time. So if you like a Leo moon, if you love a Leo moon, if you want to date a Leo moon, compliment them, be generous with them, go big or go home, get that big teddy bear, get that bouquet of roses. And Leos, they appreciate when you remember the little things about them. If you don't go to the store and you just grab them a Coca-Cola, if you grab them their specific type of drink, which is, I like the Sunkiss creamsicle limited edition drink, and you get that's gonna really stand out. So you don't have to have a lot of abundance, you don't have to have $5 million, dude. You literally just have to pay attention and present it in a way that is spectacular, right? So the second thing I want to talk about with Leo moons, right? Hold on one second, I'm kind of losing my voice. I feel like I got a psychic upgrade last night in my sleep because the moon was in Pisces, but we'll see. Or it could be clearing my throat chakra, all this talking. Okay, so with Leo moons, the second thing I wanted to say with you guys is I do see that you feed off the energy of the crowd. Leo moon gets an energetic boost when they perform. I know personally with my Leo moon, whenever I go live on YouTube, whenever I put up a TikTok, whenever I put up a video and it is well received, or it doesn't even have to be popular, dude. If my favorite subscribers pop up on my live and they say, hey Willow, what's up? I feel so good after. I feel like an energetic burst, like a lightning bolt, like what's the next thing, dude? I start running around doing that. And you can think of it like Lady Gaga. She's an amazing performer and kind of a girl in a club. You know, there's this girl in the club that's dancing, she's feeling herself, she's twerking, then all her friends get around her and they hype her up. They say, hey, go girl, go girl. And that's, the girl's already dancing great to begin with, but she feeds off the energy and then she expands. She does it even better. She goes even harder. She goes even longer, right? So that's you as a Leo moon. You thrive off the crowd. You live for the applause like Lady Gaga. You go bigger and better, and your energy just compounds and goes around and around when you have that crowd with you with that Leo moon. And the next thing I want to say is if you're a Leo moon, you probably had a mother that had the traits of a Leo, because your moon represents your emotions and also your mother. Your moon reflects where your mother was, how your mother acted towards you in your chart. So your mom might not have been a Leo, you know, my mom wasn't, but they inhabited Leo traits, and my mother did because her Mercury is in Sagittarius. So when she talks with her hands. She has a very loud voice. Her laugh is very, she throws her head back. A lot of people see her as optimistic. When she does something, she performs, right? When she would do presentations at the school she would work in, whenever she would go and take the time out and make us breakfast, she would make it all, and she would present it in a whoosh type of way, like don't eat until it's all ready type of deal, or oh my goodness, so I did this dance and I also did this choreography and then I presented it to the director, right? Leo, big. So your mother probably was a very confident person, someone who performed, somebody who was very optimistic, or at least showcased that for other people, right? You know, we're different at home, but they presented very well in front of others. Also probably had some good fashion taste, the Leo. Okay. Another thing, the last thing I wanted to touch on with the Leo moon. How do we keep our Leo moon happy? How do we keep our emotions happy? So this has to do with you, Leos. This has to do with you personally, because I know with Leo moons, sometimes we struggle with our emotions. And that's not to say that we're not always happy. It's more, well, that's true. It's more of, when we feel things, we feel them deeply. We have this fire within us. So when we are happy, we are so happy. Everybody's gonna know, oh my God, it's Lucky Tuesday. Yes, I woke up and the world is shining. And then when disaster strikes, we are gonna be dramatic. We're gonna be like, oh my God, I can't find my shoe and it was so terrible and I felt like I can't live like this anymore. And then when we are angry, right? It's gonna be very dramatic as well. Lots of slamming of doors, throwing of things, pouting, going into our lion's den with a Leo moon. So we kind of want to be balanced with the Leo moon, right? We want to feel emotions. We are human, right? We can't always be on. We can't always be, but we can be optimistic, right? We can change our perspective with the law of assumption. With that Leo moon, I've found personally to keep my emotions checked, make yourself happy with your inner child. Yes, we get that energetic boost when we perform. Yes, we feed off the crowd, and that's beautiful, and that's great. If you can do that every day, go for it. But sometimes we don't have the energy to get in front of people. Sometimes there's no one around us. So what you can do if you're a Leo moon, make your inner child happy. And what the heck is our inner child? Well, I learned this from Stargirl, the Practical Witch. Your inner child is whenever you were in that development stage, whenever you were younger, scientifically, in that child development stage, you did certain things and then they imprinted on your mind as a child. So when you were younger, maybe your parents took you to a park when you were the age 3 to 5. That is going to make your inner child happy. Maybe when you were 3 to 5, you used to paint with your dad. So when you paint, it triggers those endorphins, that serotonin, and that will make your inner child happy. So here's some of the things that make my inner child happy. parks. My mom took me to a lot of parks when I was very young. So every time I walk into a park, I have endorphins. I also went on a lot of adventures. I did a lot of moving from really since I was like a baby. I lived in an apartment till I believe I was like 3, and then I moved to another house till I was 6 or 7, and then another house when I was 9, and then I left the state at 9 and started moving from state to state. So moving, adventuring, exploring new places, I get an endorphin rush when I go to a new place. Today, for example, I walked here instead of driving and I got an endorphin rush. Most people would see it as scary. I see it as an adventure and I feel good. Another thing that makes me happy, my inner child, skateboarding. I love skateboarding, right? This is only a baby skateboard, but it works for right now until I get my new one. I love learning those new tricks, mastering that, because as a Leo moon, we need to feel proud of ourselves, even if we don't receive any validation. If we can learn a trick and we learn it well and to the point where we're proud of it, then we can give ourselves, okay, yeah, you're doing good. You're on track on that life. So skateboarding makes my inner child happy. Another thing is writing. I really honestly enjoy writing so much. I don't know if it's the Leo, I don't know if it's that cusp on the Pisces, Aquarius with me, but when I dig into that imagination, right? And I go into the character, because oftentimes, or not, when I write, it's about a certain character that isn't me. And this character has all the traits I desire. And this character, her life is perfect. Her life is adventurous. She's with her soul partner. She's changing the world. She has her own house. She's just like, oh my God, I can dive into her. And I have no limitations when I write. I have no limitation whatsoever. I don't have to say, oh, well, this isn't working. No, it's my imagination. It's pure. It's lovely. It's free. So when I write about that character is skateboarding. That character is eating ice cream. That character is the belle of the ball, right? She's just living, man. And it makes me so happy to write about that. So with the Leo moon, dude, do things that make your inner child happy. Sometimes you just want to dance. You just want to dance to a song. It doesn't have to make sense, your inner child. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to cost money. Most importantly, it doesn't have to involve other people. This is some advice I would like to give to you, Leo moons. If you want to take it, if not, I know you're headstrong. Live your life. You don't have to. But for me personally, I struggled with not having happy days when my friends wouldn't hit me back up. When my friends were at work, my friends weren't busy. I was dependent on my friends being available. I learned to give myself happiness being alone. I learned that I could skateboard alone. I could write alone. I could record videos alone. I could edit alone. I could go get ice cream by myself. I could go drive to a park. I could go downtown. I could go to a library. I could go read. I could go to a coffee shop. I could go to a bar. Once I realized, oh, I can do all this by myself and it still makes me happy, that's when your emotions will be calm. That's when you realize you have everything within yourself to be content. You have everything within yourself to be content, Leo moon. You don't need anything outside of yourself. Now, it's beautiful for you to entertain and share your art. That's what you were made to do. Leo moons were created to be in the spotlight. They were created to be the star. The world needs you, Leo, because when they see you embodying your confidence, it shows them that they can do it too. You're an inspiration, guys. I don't care what other placements you have. You say, no, I have too much earth. I'm not. You are. You're an inspiration. You're a fucking queen, dude. And know this. It makes me think of this quote. I totally lost it, but it's not about being perfect, but it's about how we handle our imperfections for the world. Perfectionism, it's not about being perfect, but it's about how we handle our imperfections for the world. So you, Leo moon, you guys are very strong leaders. You guys are meant to be business owners. You guys are meant to be in the spotlight. You guys are meant to stand out and showcase your art however you express it towards the world. May that be acting, may that be painting, may that be music, may that be singing, may that be stand-up comedy, whatever. Leo, you're pretty funny too. Like really funny. However you express it to the world, you're meant to do that. And people will see, and people will follow you, and people will lead you, right? So just be yourself, Leo. Give yourself all that love. Make your inner child happy every day, doesn't matter how small, and then that energy will thrive and you'll be able to give it to more people. So thank you so much for coming to part 2 in Leo Moon. If you like this video, leave me a lucky charm below because it's Lucky Tuesday. Let me know if you want me to make a part 3. I like to keep these short. As always, I'm open for birth chart readings, personal tarot readings, and life coaching and the law of assumption. If you're ready to live your dream life, hit me up. All that will be below in the description in my Etsy shop. I love you guys. Goodbye.